I wanted to give some other names because I don't want to just have the same exact names and agree with you. So I just wanted to toss out some names that people can kind of pay attention to for unique reasons. So first one's Cody Bellinger. I think at 28 years old, he can. What I like about my list, and I'm not paying the bill, so the money is what the money is.
Yeah, you're spending John Middleton's money.
I'm a spender.
Racking that credit card bill
I just
up.
said I was a bargain shopper, but I am a spender with that too. Woo. So I like versatile pieces. Now for Cody, did have a rough 2021-2022 season. Obviously a 2019 National League MVP. We saw in the 130 games played in 2023, a 307, 356, 525 split. 26 home runs, 97 RBIs, had a career high in average and stolen bases, was the career best.
Bargain for the Cubs.
Exit velocity, lowest of his career, though. But I think that for him at 28 years old and having a rough stretch, that with the right group, maybe he can bounce back. We saw with the Cubs, it was kind of like a season of redemption and coming back. And I think for a multi-year deal that he could be someone that's a decent target to pick up. I like the versatility, which is why I also went with somebody else that might raise some eyebrows in Whit Merrifield.
By the way, before we move on to Whit, do you know the projected numbers on Cody Bellinger?
It's up there. It's very high.
Now, again, these are just speculative. 12.
You're the money person. I'm just the spend it all person.
12 years, $265 million.
That's not what the Phillies would sign him for.
I am.
He's not getting that.
If Cody Bellinger is anything over,
he's not getting that.
6 years, I'm out. 12 years is asinine. North of $200 million is asinine, because somebody said in the chat earlier, high risk, high reward. Yeah, because
he's not getting that. He's not getting that.
Are you his agent?
Yeah.
Baseball's crazy.
Yeah, because here's the thing. You had 2 really bad seasons. The reason why I like him is I think there's room for negotiation. I think you can have a conversation with him and say, realistically,
your San Francisco Giants, who are desperate need, are just going, here's a blank check, man, right?
Yeah, but do you want to play for a team that you could win a title? Do you want to play for a team that
those guys want the bag.
Hey, take the bag and go lose.
That's the biggest farce in sports, is guys will always take the bag.
If you don't want that deal because you'd rather go somewhere else where you can get paid, that's fine. We don't want you anyways. I like negotiating pieces, because no one is, Zachary, I agree with you. No one is signing him for that. He's not getting that 12 years. He's not getting that.
I don't think he's going to get 12 years, but the point is he's probably going to get north of $200 million. The San Francisco Giants have big pockets and they're desperate for outfielders. Somebody's going to pay him over $200 million.
And that is fine, because then we don't want him anyways.
Crazy. I agree with everybody that says he's not going to get that.
No.
That's crazy. If you give Cody Bellinger 12 years as a GM, you're probably not going to be the GM for much longer.
No.
But the fact is, a lot of teams need outfield help, and some teams have money to spend.
Well, spend away, because we're not doing that here. But what I like is if you can negotiate, he's got some versatility. And this past season was a much better season for him prior to the last 2 years. Yes. So on the other side, I'm sticking with the versatility piece and someone that you could possibly get for less, because you can negotiate. I'm all about that too.
You can get this guy for less.
Yeah, Whit Merrifield you can definitely get for less as well. 35 years old. He's on the other end of the age spectrum. He's on the mid-30 side. 145 games played in 2023, a 272, 318, 382 split with just 11 home runs, 67 RBIs. 26 stolen bases, 201 steals, an 8-year career, and he started 67 games at second base and 70 games in the outfield. I like the fact he can give you second base, outfield, kind of wherever you need him.
We were supposed to have this guy in Scott Kingery.
He is a 3-time All-Star, and I think that versatility piece is something that I feel like the Phillies down the stretch, we were kind of like, okay, who do we move? Where? I'm all about versatility. Injuries happen. Things happen throughout it's a very long season. So to be able to have a guy that you can, if you notice my consistent theme is a plug and play type of a player. It's a win now mentality and focus on the rest later. So someone like Whit Merrifield, much like Sonny Gray for me in pitching, is a plug and play type of guy. I think you can get him for less. And I think he can give you a nice versatile piece that's just steady, especially if you can bring him in with a couple other pieces.